Hello, and welcome to this episode of Avaya Experience Builder's Let's Talk Experiences. AI-based technologies are changing the game when it comes to delivering truly advanced customer experiences. In the next few minutes, we'll look at some examples of how Avaya is helping clients all over the world use Avaya OneCloud, an AI-powered experience platform, to deliver personalized, in-the-moment experiences for customers. With Avaya OneCloud CPaaS, you can simplify and speed up your business processes by easily integrating powerful AI capabilities and data-driven automation into your unique workflows without having to rip out your existing infrastructure. I'm Laura Fautenberry. I'm with Avaya in Raleigh-Durham, where I'm completely immersed in helping our clients take full advantage of the power and flexibility of Avaya OneCloud CPaaS. When I'm not doing that, I like singing and playing guitar at different venues across North Carolina. Today I'll be talking with Davide Petramala in Avaya's Toronto office. Davide and his team of Avaya Experience Builders have been on the front lines helping today's businesses use Avaya OneCloud CPaaS. Davide is also an avid hockey player, father of 3, and a dedicated soccer coach. Hi, Davide.
Hi, Laura. How are you?
Good. So I wanted to discuss some of the ways that Avaya OneCloud CPaaS has changed the game over the past year and maybe talk about a few customer examples. Sound good?
Sure, Laura. Let's do it. Last year was a crazy year with COVID. What we saw was a ton of our customers being completely overwhelmed with what was happening with their business. Basically, their business was shut down. They had to move their employees completely remote, and they had to find new ways to keep connected and engaged with their customers. So they had to find solutions quickly and immediately just to keep the lights on.
And they were able to adapt quickly with Avaya OneCloud. So I wanted to talk specifically about why that was the right solution for some of them and how they were able to get it into place so quickly.
In the past, people were just looking at cloud as cost savings, right?
So they were moving basic workloads up to cloud, like storage and infrastructure. You know, what COVID did, it brought an inflection point to the industry where cloud was seen as the savior or the only way to bring in real-time engagement services in what I'll call cloud speed. So things like vaccination, scheduling, appointment reminders, and even in retail, things like curbside pickup, being able to take pre-built AI-powered engagement experiences and lighting them up and using them to address critical issues. And we're seeing this. The analysts are saying this right now, that composable services are going to be a thing that businesses are relying on to drive differentiation and competitive advantage.
That's great. And the cool thing about composability is that businesses can create journeys that allow their customers to decide what they want.
Yeah, exactly. And it's both rewarding and exciting to see how we can work with our customers to light up these intelligent experiences to create value to their business, not only just to keep the lights on, but actually to survive and thrive.
Great, yeah. So let's talk a little bit about what Avaya OneCloud actually is.
People think of it as like a toolbox, but it's more than a toolbox. We're not just going to give you tools to build a home. We're going to give you the foundation and the infrastructure to build that home. So think about windows and doors and walls, and in some cases, rooms pre-built. So you can take that, quickly build up that house that you need, and then modify it to meet your specific requirements. Except instead of building a home, we're going to give you those tools and those pre-built modules to build intelligent customer experiences.
Great, I like that house analogy. I've also heard about people talking about the building blocks we used as kids. The way you can compose them together to create something, and then using the same pieces, recompose them to create something completely different.
Yeah, building blocks are great, but we take it one step further.
We're taking those building blocks and we're building modules. So if you go back to the analogy, instead of walls, we'll give you rooms. I want to engage with all my customers over multiple channels, social channels, digital channels, right? Instead of starting from scratch, we have a module, a framework pre-built. So the composability of our cloud and our services creates tremendous value.
That's great. And I know you were involved in how Avaya OneCloud was used to introduce contact tracing in Harris County, Texas. So looking back, what are your major takeaways from that?
If you think about Harris County, it's probably the largest county in Texas, around the 3rd largest in the US. And during the heat of, or the peak of the first wave, they were just under fire. They were getting or reporting over 1,000 cases a day of positive test results.
And when you're getting that much volume, there's no way you can manually keep up.
So they immediately knew they needed a solution. They needed something that could help them not only automate the task, but automate at scale.
So they reached out to us to build a solution?
We worked with them. We were able to see exactly what they were needing to deal with and what they wanted to address. And we delivered one of our pre-built frameworks around mass notification and customized it to their needs. So now someone can find out if they're positive within a 24-hour period versus 3 or 4 days. That's actually saving lives.
What I loved about that was that they got a solution very quickly, and then they could scale it up and down to meet their needs.
So they were able to enable AI-powered engagement at a low cost, right? And be able to do it quickly and effectively.
What are the latest figures from this client on the actual impact of the Avaya solution?
So they were saying that the net result was 25% improvement rate on case management for contact tracing.
Now let's talk about another example, one that helped create better inbound experiences, Nebraska Medicine.
Yeah, Nebraska Medicine's another great example, right? They were sort of tasked with becoming the central hub of information around COVID early on. They had two things. They had to get their staff to work remotely from home to be able to field calls. And they knew because of the amount of traffic they were going to take, they had to be able to disseminate information in a timely manner and accurate information. So they were able to take one of our pre-built frameworks.
They could provide a self-service experience where people could go in, find out information about the disease, symptoms, what to do,
where they can go and get tested, things of that nature. And the beauty of that was the virtual engagement experience they created was actually more intelligent than the live agents. The live agents, COVID was brand new. They were learning on the fly, whereas that virtual framework was tapped in right to the CDC database. So it provided relevant information. And as that information changed, the experience changed. So it got better over time.
And I know we were able to get that solution up and running quickly. How fast did we actually compose it for them?
In both instances with Harris County, we were basically up and running over a weekend. And with Nebraska Medicine, same thing.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us today, Davide. I really enjoyed it.
No problem, Laura. It's my pleasure.
Take advantage of our free custom assessment workshop. Visit avaya.com/free workshop to sign up.